I want to make it very clear what I have to say for more than 5 minutes, and I'm not leaving this podium until I get my point across. Let me tell you something. My granddaughter goes to St. Pat's. St. Pat's is the well-known parochial school. It's a charter school. And we had to go to 41 school, and they told us to go and have a package, sign in and sign out. My wife called me at 12:30. She said, baby, they told me I gotta go to 34 school. I said, okay. I said, look, I'm in a meeting, but I should be there in about 10 or 15 minutes. I got there about 5 minutes to 1. They made us stand in a corner for an hour and 15 minutes. And the lady, Mrs. Mahowski, she was the one that was supposed to help us. When we went in the room, she was on the telephone laughing, air conditioned, radio playing, and she thinks she Miss Untouchable. But let me tell you something. I don't care what you say about me, but when it comes to my wife and my granddaughter, you touch my heart. And let me tell you something. She's not Mrs. Untouchable. She took 3 phone calls and made us wait. And then when she got off the phone, she asked us, what do you want me to do for you? I can't believe this. So I told her. She said, who are you? I said, I'm the grandfather. That's the grandmother. This is my granddaughter. We raised her. My son and my daughter live downstairs. She said, I need the parent. I said, no problem. I said, he's 10 minutes away. She said, no, I ain't doing it. My wife looked at me. She said, do you believe that? You know what she did? She told she got security. She said, throw them out.
Oh my.
Get them out of here. You know what? That is a humiliation. And let me tell you, I said, let me see the principal. Mr. Howard's son. Donald Howard. He opened the door, saw me, and slammed the door back. And sent a security guard to tell me that he had a crisis with a child. Let me tell you something. I respect that. But he didn't have that. You know, when she told me to get out, I told her I'm not going nowhere. You call the police. I took my phone and I called the board. And the prompt wasn't working. I said, let's go down to the district. I went down to the district. I asked security, who's in charge of 34 school? She said, you can't speak to no one. I said, really? What's your name? She said, wait a minute. She told me to pick up a red phone. I spoke to a particular associate superintendent. Let me tell you what Mrs. Mahowski said and how vicious she is. She told the associate, I don't want to mention his name, but he said that I called her a MF.
Oh my God.
You know what I did? I said, baby, tell him what Papa said. She said, you told him that you can go get my father and you'll come back and we'll sign the papers. Let me tell you something. I have a problem with a lie and a thief. I have a serious problem with that. And you know, I have to pray hard. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to ask the board. I guarantee you, if you look at her longevity, she thinks, because let me tell you, she act like the principal. And then the next day when I went, Mr. Howard came out, and let me tell you what he said. I would never say that if I was a principal. You know what he told me about her? I said, you know what she said? He said, you know what, Reverend? I've only been here a year. I don't know my staff. I'll tell you something. He got an assistant principal. If he don't know him, he should make his assistants get to know him. And that's what I would never, ever speak in that manner and tell somebody I've been here a year and I don't know my staff. That's incompetency. Total incompetency. And I'm going to tell you something. Nobody is going to disrespect my wife and my daughter and tell security to put us out. And Dr. F, I'm going to request a meeting with you. And you might deny me, but I'm going to tell you something. Don't you dare do that. Because I'm telling you, you ain't going to like what I'm going to do. I've already talked to my preachers already. They know about it. And we ready to move on it. That lady totally disrespected my wife and my daughter. And let me tell you, Mr. Howard did not do nothing. And let me tell you something else. It was a security guard named Kevin. When I used to work for the board of security, I said, hey, Kevin, I remember you. I said, I remember you used to play basketball and I used to make you go to class. Who are you talking to? You don't know what I do. Man, I'll bust you in front of my granddaughter, my wife, and my son. This is how the system is running. And let me tell you something. Righteousness don't start at the bottom. It starts at the top. And you know something? I learned something from my father. When my siblings and myself, when my father used to whoop us, he said, this hurt me more than you. He said, because righteousness don't start at the bottom, it starts at the top. And let me tell you something, if he can't run the school, he should be out of here. Because let me tell you something, if he can't run it, he should learn to have some respect. Because you're not going to disrespect me, or my wife, or my child, my granddaughter. And I'm asking the board to investigate her, because if you don't, I'm going to have an APA press conference at Claremont Avenue. And you better beware of me, because I'm telling you something, I am hurt. I am hurt.
Reverend Chesson, definitely feel your pain. Dr. Epps is going to respond to this.
This is, I know you, I wish you.
It's all right. It's all right.
I wish you had a call.
I called for you. They told me that I couldn't talk to you.
Well,
But when you mess with my family, you hurt my heart.
you're absolutely right. Why don't you set up, tomorrow is Friday, I have a superintendent's meeting first thing in the morning, but if you want to set up an appointment as soon as
Yes, I do. I want to talk to you, because you know why? She shouldn't be there.
You're absolutely right.
That lady, let me tell you
Why
something.
don't you let us have a meeting? Who was this associate?
Miss Dr. Wynn. And you know what Dr. Wynn said? He said, you know what, Rev? When he told me that, he said, I didn't say nothing to him. He said, because that ain't the Reverend I know. Let me tell you something. 25 years ago, she would have been right. She would have been absolutely right 25 years ago. But let me tell you something. I'm a man of God. I'm a man of God. And I do righteousness. And I don't use that kind of word. God gave me a wisdom to help those who can't help themselves. And I'm not angry with her, I'm praying for her. Because if she did that to me, I know she did it to many other people. And a lot of parents can't come and communicate and speak and teach and tell what's going on. So I know she's abusive. She's horrendous.
I will meet with you as soon as possible. We can't do it by tomorrow, we'll definitely do it on Monday. Is that okay?
That's all right with me. Because she can say anything, like I said, I'm going to take my seat. She can say anything she wants about me. But when you tell security to put them out,
I will take care.
that's totally a disrespect.
I will take care.
I'm telling you, I hope you do it. Because if you don't, well, I'm going to take care of it. And you ain't going to like what I'm going to do.
Thank you, Reverend Chesson.
Have it.